want a car. Chicks dig the car.
This is why Superman works alone.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most controversial recastings.
You tore open the ropes is what you did, just as he was about to plunge his... Oh, rats.
For this list, we'll be looking at recasting decisions made by the studios in bad faith or which cause contention/upset amongst fans. We won't be including characters who were recast in reboots of popular series, such as James Bond or Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Which of these recastings upset you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Bruce Wayne/Batman. Batman and Robin. Having George Clooney in your movie is usually a mark of quality, but when Clooney donned the nippled batsuit for 1997's Batman and Robin, people weren't exactly kind.
Everything freezes.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
After the previous Caped Crusader Val Kilmer bowed out of director Joel Schumacher's follow-up to Batman Forever, Clooney, then best known as a TV star, stepped in.
Maybe you'd like to meet them, Doctor. Cape Crusaders are going to help us auction off a prize diamond to raise money for Gotham Botanical Gardens. Just a few mammals doing what we can for the world's plants.
While Clooney has the rugged good looks and strong chin for Batman/Bruce Wayne, his portrayal falls flat. But even the best actor of all time would have trouble getting through Batman and Robin's dialogue.
I'll borrow it from you. 4 million.
5 million.
That's a utility belt, not a money belt. 6 million.
7 million. Never leave the cave without it.
Clooney himself has remarked on the film's poor quality, and both he and Batman have recovered from this momentary embarrassment.
Why are all the gorgeous ones homicidal maniacs? Is it me?
Enough. Sweet talk.
No. Ha! First you're gonna tell me where Freeze is, and then you're going to jail.
Number 9. Victoria Sutherland, The Twilight Saga, Eclipse. In the first 2 Twilight films, the vengeful and cat-like vampire Victoria was played by Canadian actress Rochelle Lefebvre.
It's always the same inane questions. Who are you?
What do you want?
Why are you doing this?
James, let's not play with our food.
However, in Eclipse, Lefebvre was replaced with another, arguably more famous redhead, Bryce Dallas Howard. Howard had been offered the role previously, but reportedly turned it down due to it being too small of a role.
You don't trust me.
With my life. Just saying
I'm
it.
doing this for us, so that we can feed without their retaliation.
Lefebvre expressed her immense disappointment in the recasting, which distributor Summit Entertainment said was due to scheduling conflicts.
She doesn't love you.
Riley, don't let him do this to us. You know I love you.
Howard is a great actress who did well in the part, but we still wish Lefebvre could have been able to complete Victoria's arc. Number 8. Marnie Piper, Return to Halloween Town. The first 3 Halloween Town movies are amongst the best Disney Channel original movies.
Since even when I was good looking, I didn't have a chance of getting a date with you.
The fourth one, Return to Halloween Town, is held in less than high regard. Released just 2 years after Halloween Town High, this installment recast the series protagonist, Marnie Piper, swapping out Kimberly J. Brown for Sarah Paxton.
Come in.
How's Zen? Hello? My name's Marty Piper.
Brown was reportedly available and said she was disappointed to not reprise the role, which was blamed on a dispute between Disney and her reps. However, she spoke positively of Paxton.
Invited you here to talk about you. Any questions about the school?
Yeah, what's with the 3 style slaves that patrol the commons?
Sinister Sisters.
Well, I mean, they're a bit snippy, but...
It's that kind of positive attitude and supportive nature that made Marnie Piper such a beloved character to begin with.
Does it involve spiders?
Grandma, I think it's time maybe we started your training.
Ooh, yeah.
Number 7. Evelyn O'Connell, The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Sometimes a recasting can make it painfully clear how important chemistry between actors is.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
The only thing that scares me, Mr. O'Connell, are your manners.
Still angry about that kiss, huh?
Oh, if you call that a kiss.
The interplay between stars Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz is one of the best parts of the first two Mummy movies. But for the widely maligned third installment, the character of Evelyn was recast with Maria Bello taking over for Weisz.
So how did your book reading go?
Oh, fine. Thank you. Until they asked me when will there be another Mummy adventure.
Yeah, but you did promise the publisher a third book.
I know.
The American Bello's British accent is distracting, and she doesn't click in the role overall. There are many conflicting reports for why Weisz didn't return, including script issues, scheduling problems, and her not wanting to play the mother to a 21-year-old son.
Son or no son, I gotta give him a beating.
Get out of the way, Dad. Sit down. As much as I'd really like you to teach him a valuable lesson.
His mother would be upset, very upset.
But considering Tomb of the Dragon Emperor's harsh reception, she's probably relieved she turned it down.
Put it in your rucksack.
Well, I think a better idea. Let's leave it here.
I think it's a bit late for that.
What's it say?
He who disturbs this bracelet shall drink from the Nile. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad.
Number 6. Clarice Starling, Hannibal.
Dr. Lecter, whose head is in that bottle?
Why don't you ask me about Buffalo Bill?
Well, do you know something about him?
I might if I saw the case file. You could get that for me.
Recasting any role is difficult enough, but when the previous actor won an Oscar for the role, it's a whole new challenge. For 2001's Hannibal, released a decade after The Silence of the Lambs, Jodie Foster opted not to return as FBI agent Clarice Starling.
I heard a strange noise.
What was it?
It was screaming. Some kind of screaming, like a child's voice.
Although she initially expressed enthusiasm about being involved in the project, she reportedly didn't care for the development of her character and bowed out. In her place was another future Oscar winner, Julianne Moore.
Your profile at the border stations has 5 features. I'll trade you.
Trade?
Stop now, and I'll tell you what
How does that word taste you, Clarice?
Hannibal isn't terrible, and neither is Moore's performance, but they both can't help but pale in comparison to what came before.
Stop. If you loved me, you'd stop.
Not in 1,000 years.
Not in 1,000 years.
Number 5. Lavender Brown, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Come on, let's go.
I run.
Hi.
Some recastings are more noticeable than others, like this one, in which the role of Hogwarts student and member of Dumbledore's army, Lavender Brown, was recast with Jessie Cave in the role.
Lovely.
What's the issue? Cave is white, and the actresses who previously played Brown, Kathleen Cawley and Jennifer Smith, are black. While Lavender hadn't been part of the Harry Potter series for 2 movies before returning with a much larger role in Half-Blood Prince, there's no reason they couldn't have found the right black actress to play her.
Of course I'll wear it.
That's my one. Excuse me, I have to go and vomit.
This recasting is problematic both in terms of diversity and logic.
Has he been asking for me? What's she doing here? I might ask you the same question. I happen to be his girlfriend.
Number 4. Genie, The Return of Jafar. It's hard to describe just how important Robin Williams' hilarious performance as Genie was to the success of Disney's Aladdin.
Big group hug. Group hug.
Ooh. Do you mind if I kiss the monkey? Mwah. Ooh, hairball.
Well, I can't do any more damage around this popsicle stand. I'm out of here!
But the comedian and the studio's relationship hit a snag after Disney reneged on an agreement to not use Williams for marketing purposes. So he didn't return for the straight-to-video sequel, The Return of Jafar.
I may be free, but I still have some magic in me. I can still do this! Whoa! Hate to lose face in front of you guys. Give me another chance.
Cast in his place was Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer Simpson.
Jeannie, I would be honored if you'd join us for dinner.
You would? Come on, everyone! Get in here!
Home cooking? Let's go!
The studio later issued an apology to Williams, who returned for 1996's Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
It's a joke. I do that. Okay, let's see. This will be the second wedding for both of you. I'm thinking we need something a little more simple, a little more elegant, and less gray.
Unsurprisingly, Williams' involvement in this Aladdin sequel was touted on the cover of the VHS. Number 3, Kevin McAllister. Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House.
I got the milk, eggs, and fabric softener.
No kidding. What a funny guy. What else did you do while we were away?
Just hung around.
The main problem with Home Alone 3 was a lack of Macaulay Culkin. But to the makers of Home Alone 4, it seems the issue was the lack of Kevin McAllister.
Last Christmas, huh? Yeah. This Christmas isn't going to be any fun.
Well, of course it will.
Since Culkin was far too old to play young Kevin at this point, this made-for-TV sequel cast Mike Weinberg in his place.
You better stay. Ow! Vera! Ow! Hey! Vera! What?
It's impossible not to miss Culkin's absence or even find a justifiable reason for Home Alone 4's existence. We don't blame Weinberg for the lousy final product, but we do blame the studio for clearly being more concerned with making money than with actually making a decent movie.
No fall.
Hey!
I knew this was going to be the best Christmas ever.
Number 2, James Rhodes / War Machine, Iron Man 2. It seems unthinkable now, but the actor who received the highest salary for the first Iron Man movie wasn't Robert Downey Jr. or Gwyneth Paltrow. It was Terrence Howard.
Damn.
Next time, baby.
The Empire star played Tony Stark's friend and military man James Rhodes, who suits up as War Machine in the sequel. But Don Cheadle took over the part. There are multiple reasons given for Howard's departure, including a significant pay cut for the sequel, as well as dissatisfaction with Howard's performance from director Jon Favreau.
You kicked ass back there, by the way.
Thank you, you too. Listen, my car got taken out in the explosion, so I'm gonna have to hang on to your suit for a minute, okay?
Not okay. Not okay with that.
Wasn't a question.
Cheadle has played Rhodes several times in Marvel movies, so this is one recasting that could be called an improvement, even if Howard might not agree.
Yes, this is Tony Stank. You're in the right place. Thank you for that. Never dropping that, by the way. Table for one, Mr. Stank, please, by the bathroom.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, George McFly, Back to the Future Part 2. When you first saw the second Back to the Future movie, did you assume Crispin Glover had returned as Marty McFly's father, George?
I can't let him think I'm chicken.
You're right. Well, you're right.
About 30 years ago, your father tried to prove he wasn't chicken.
Well, he had, sort of, but not with Glover's consent. Due to a pay dispute and reported creative differences, Glover stepped away.
That accident caused a chain reaction that sent Marty's life straight down the tubes. If not for that accident, your father's life would have turned out very differently. The man in the Rolls Royce wouldn't have pressed charges, Marty wouldn't have broken his hand, and he wouldn't have given up on his music.
But director Robert Zemeckis, known for his ingenuity with special effects, made it seem like the actor had never left. Using archival footage of Glover and donning actor Jeffrey Weissman in prosthetics, Zemeckis pulled off an impressive illusion.
How's Granddad's little pumpkin?
How did you do that? How did he do that?
Oh, out on the golf course.
Are you folks home yet? I brought pizza for everyone. Oh, who's gonna eat all that?
Oh, I will.
But Glover hadn't agreed to let his image be used for the movie and sued the producers. This case was settled out of court, but it set an important precedent in which actors' likenesses can't be replicated without prior permission.
It's not normal to put a different actor in that person's face.
It's like Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You know, you have to negotiate for that, and that's what my lawsuit made rules in the Screen Actors Guild change, so that has to happen.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.